She said, take your time, what's the rush? I cannot get that song out of my head. Mutt. Baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. Oh, I love music, you all. This Tammi C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I create this channel, oh yes, to provide light and love. If you don't know, music is my first love. I always wanted to be a singer. I am a singer. But if I had it my way, which I still do, that's what I would do full time. Music takes me to another level. If I'm dancing around in my apartment and just jamming out to music, it just really improves my mood. So today I want to talk about guarding your mind. How you all doing out there? I am doing well. I think it's like week 3 of my own practice full time. God is good. God is good. God is good. I'm staying booked and busy. I'm so grateful, you all. Stand on gratitude, you all. Guarding your mind. Stand on gratitude. Try to avoid as much negativity as you can. It's going to come. It's going to come through a family member. It's going to come through a friend, possibly. It will truly come in the workplace because as we go throughout our daily life and school, people are not in good places mentally. We got to remember this. And before I go any further and further and further, hit that like button, you all. Hit subscribe. Thank you. People have not dealt with their trauma. They don't know how to. This is really the bulk of it. And so trauma looks like so many things. For some, it could be some form of abuse as a child. It could be low self-esteem. It could be insecurity. It can be doubt, self-doubt. It can be anxiety. It could be depression. It could be a lot of things. So when you get in the workplace, when you get at school, they're going to they will try to, keyword, get you down. They will try to insult you. They will try to bully you. And yes, bullies are out here as adults. So this is why it is imperative, it is important for you to guard your mind at all times. They are in the church. Don't matter. Sometimes mom don't like daughter. Mom is jealous of son. Dad is jealous of son. Brothers don't talk. Sisters don't talk. Cousins mad. Somebody that totally don't even know you, they may see you, they're jealous. So one thing is for certain, this is all about them. And it's got nothing to do with you. So we cannot take on somebody else's insecurity, somebody else's jealousy. We all are on this earth on individual paths. As I say, my life it doesn't look like your life. Your life don't look like mine. Back in the day, I worked at Kraft Foods, and I swear, this VP did not like me. Now, she's a vice president making goo gobs of money, in which we know means absolutely nothing for self-esteem. Don't matter how much money you make. And this lady just didn't care for me. Now, I know it's a backstory. It's a long story. Somebody that worked under her. I was dear friends with this person's man. So I don't know if the lady told her I wanted her man, which was absolutely preposterous. That was like my dear friend. And he was like way older than me. Definitely, I can't even say. I want to say 10 to 12 years older. And I really don't care for older men that high up. I'll date, like my last guy, what is he, about 3 years older? My ex-husband, maybe 3 years older. I'll go like that, but 12 and I don't know. Yeah, I'm not into old. Yeah. So anyway, again, everything to do with her, nothing to do with me. But some kind of way, the VP did not like me. Now, I'm saying that for a reason. I'm a scrawny little administrative assistant, although I don't look at myself as lowly. But in comparison with her, I'm saying, why are you jealous of an administrative assistant? Not that I was lower than her, because it don't matter what your job title is. It's just hilarious that somebody, I'm sure, had a big old house and all these stock options. And again, the salary, and smart, very smart woman. But she was treating me indifferent. And you know, it's not okay, but I knew how to handle it. In the workplace, this is how I handled negativity. And I was a quick study. As a 19-year-old, I worked in an office, and there was a lot of stuff going on. Affairs, these different people having affairs with each other. It just was like the office soap opera. So once I left there and went somewhere else, I began to act like a possum. Now, what does a possum do? If it sees you, it plays dead. So that's what I would do. I would be at work. I'd just be in my zone, typing, you know, up my spreadsheet or whatever I had to do, creating purchase orders. I'm like, let me just stay quiet. This way, I don't have to hear the drama to the left. I don't have to hear the drama to the right. And strangely, this worked out. That way, I'm not involved in the office politics. I don't want my name in the office gossip. And if someone came to me with it, I put the kibosh on it. The year that my mom was, she was passing away. My mom was very ill. And my lovely mom, she passed from brain cancer. And so I'm at a brand new job, and she was so sick. So it's one thing that's hard. You starting a new job with a very sick parent. And so God is good to me because he put me with this beautiful soul named Dave. That was my manager. And, you know, once I had been there, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I said, Dave, I have to be brutally honest. My mom is very, very sick. And this may look a little different, you know. And Dave had just lost his wife to breast cancer. And he said, let me tell you something, Tammy. You take that laptop and you go be by your mom. He said, this work is going to be here. And God put me there because they rallied around me, although they barely knew me. It was a great group of people. I'm still friends with some, you know, a couple of people. So this one lady, which I'm cool with, she walked up to me and began to tell me about the office gossip. This one don't like me and this one don't like me. And let me tell you who else to stay away from. I put my hand up. I said, let me tell you something. I said, all due respect, my mother is ill. I said, severely ill. And she may not make it. So I'm sorry. I told her, I said, I don't have the capacity to hear anything about office gossip. I said, my mama fighting for her life. I just can't. And she was like, oh my God. And that was the end of that. And yeah, it was a couple of messy ladies in there. But I stayed away from I spoke and kept it going. Honey, baby, listen, you all. Listen. Get up in those jobs. Make your money. Watch that bank account. Say direct deposit on your payday. Put your foot outside that door when it's time to get off. Drive away, walk away, run away, whatever. However you get out of there. Or turn that computer off if you work a remote. Don't get caught up in bull. It's something I just saw with Eddie Murphy. He's playing a character. He said, if you are lucky, you have 75 summers. You have 75 winters, depending on where you live. 75, still have winter even if it's warm. 75 falls. 75 springs. 75 birthdays. If you're lucky, if you're blessed, you're the blessed one that make it to the 70s. You don't have time for drama. And that's what it's all about. How will you spend your 24 hours per day? And to get to a good place, you have to condition your mind. Negativity is everywhere. You turn on the TV, blah, 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 political arena, the climate. I mean, do I need to go on and on? We got a couple of wars going on. War. W-A-R. Sometimes my words sound funny, but they going on. And things are getting higher. You know, your groceries, your gas. And I could go on and on about gloom and doom. And it's here. It is here. I would never say it's not happening. And it comes down your lane personally. Maybe you're a family member or you're a friend or you're something. You're a relative. Or you might be dealing with a mental health concern or even a health concern. It's a doggy world. But only the strong shall survive. And you have to decide that today I'm going to have a boundary. And it's going to be a hard no. And I'm going to treat this job as it should be. Now, if you're in my field as a social worker and a therapist, I don't want to think that I'm just collecting a check. I'm not. I really fight hard for my clients. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not everybody's cup of coffee. But my prayer is that most of my clients, I hope all, I make an impact and I'm helping them. That's what I'm there for. And if I'm not, I told them, it's okay. I'm not going to be offended. You have to go to a clinician that can help you in the manner you need. There are clinicians way more skilled than me in certain capacities. And I'm okay with that. I'm not insecure. But that's me in my field. And whatever you are doing, if you're a nurse or, some other jobs, people really enjoy it. But the office politics and the bureaucracy and the silliness, you gotta decide if you want to be part of that or not. And stop trying to be friends with everybody and stop trying to fit in. Greatness don't fit in. I'm gonna end on this one. Scottie Pippen. I live outside of Chicago, part of the Bulls era. I was there for every championship. Me and my friend and my sister, we would go downtown to Grant Park, celebrate with them. Scottie Pippen is a beast. I mean, just amazing. But every time you see that man's name, he talking about Michael Jordan. And he is letting Michael Jordan live rent-free in his head. And Michael Jordan says this back. Not a word, not a sound, not a peep. Oh, maybe Michael Jordan too busy on his yacht, or too busy with NASCAR, or too busy with his wife and family. You never want to be like Scottie Pippen. And I'm not saying who's right or who's wrong. People really know is Michael and Scottie. But there's no way, if I'm a celebrity or just who I am now, I'm going to keep talking about what somebody did to me or somebody from the past. It makes Scottie look so bad, and you better than that. Aren't you? But see, maybe he don't believe it. Whatever his hurt is, he needs to stop talking about it in the media. It just looks bad. But hopefully he'll find peace with that situation. Tammi Sharice Walker signing off. Drop me comments. Thank you for listening. God bless. God keep. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Bye-bye.